Welcome to the copyright tutorial tutorials. Today we're going to be going over the copyright website and the copyright website and Ingeniux. So we're going to open up a new window and I want to show you the copyright website. So with our copyright website, you go to byui.edu/copyright. This is our website that we have that contains all the information about copyright. These are organized according to what can we use here at BYU Idaho as professors and students, and that includes things such as different resources, talking about fair use and teach acts, library resources, fair commons, etc. And what do I own? This goes more into the IP policy and how works here are created and what happens when you create them. Permissions includes how to obtain permission and from BYUI and how to obtain permission for other resources. More has just different things, including FAQs. And about us is about, well, us, the BYUI copyright. You as the employee need to know everything about this website. So you need to know where things are, what they're doing, and know how to use it. Every single page on here has something to help with copyright, to help understand it. You need to be able to know where things are. You're expected to read this and understand it. And if you have questions, go talk to Brother Wise. It's totally all right to go ask Brother Wise if you have questions. One thing that you need to do with the website is you need to make sure that all the links are working. And if they're not, you have to go fix it. So if I come in here, there's all these different links. I have to click on them, make sure, do they actually come up? Are they working? Oh, yay, it works. No worries. Now, the big area with the copyright website is you have to go to Ingeniux. Ingeniux is the program that we use to work on this. So ingeniux.byui.edu is where you have to go to edit the actual website because this is done through the school. And so you will have your own access to this, and it will be the same as your school ID number. So it's your same login as your school information, and so no worries there. And we will not be going over too much detail of how to do this because that's something that your trainer will have to work with you. So you come here. This just shows you what's going on, how many different pages are being built, things like that, what pages you have checked out, page that you're working on, all those fun little things. The big thing that you need to know is you come over here to Site. Site is where we do all of our editing, and you start over here with the tree. The Site tree is where we work. So we are within the Site folder under BYUI, Home, and then it's scroll down to Administrative Offices because we are under copyright. And now within this folder will be our pages. So scroll down here and we come to copyright. This is where all of our pages are actually stored and built. So I will show you what this looks like. This is our home page right here. And then underneath it, all these pages. If you look, it says, what can I use? Come over here and we scroll up. We have the section, what can I use? So pages are just built within each other. And the main thing that I can explain with Ingeniux is you have to play with it to understand it. That's why we have right here the sandbox. So the sandbox is where you can play with the components to understand how they work. I'm going to show you what this looks like right now so you can understand how to work with it. Now, in order to work with the page, you have to check it in and out. So over here, it says check in. Right now, we have this checked out. So I'm going to show you on a page how we check in and out. So if I come over here to the home page, and if I need to change something on the home page, while it loads, we'll wait for it to load. Heads up, this one likes to take time. So it's right now, it says this page must be checked out or you can edit it. So I come over here to check out and I click check out. It's just like a book. You check the book in and out. Only one person can check out a page at a time. And now we can edit it. This page here is all about the page. We have a component down here that's called metadata. Anytime you have to create any page, you just use the metadata. It's not too difficult. And so we go over here to design. Design is where we actually really build the page. So we work on it. I'll show you this more later in the actual sandbox where I have checked out for us to edit. Now, under the design, this is where you drag and drop. So you do not need to know HTML or any of those fancy things. So over here on the side, this is where we really get to play with it. This part, you don't really have to worry about. That's not a big deal. Layout is depending on how you want to have the page layout. So our copyright homepage, I will show you right here, looks like this. It is a 2/3 to 1/3 column. So we have our single column. We don't really use that one. 2 columns, not really. The most one is the right sidebar and the left sidebar, where it's a 2/3 to 1/3 ratio. We mostly use these pages. You can build your own, you can do more, but those are the ones that we mainly work with. Content units, these are all the different components that you can use. The best thing is you just drag it and drop it wherever you want. To show you more of that, we'll show you that in a second at the sandbox. When you're done with the page, you have to click check in and publish it live. That's how it actually works. And you go, okay, and then it checks it back in and you are all done. No worries, no stress. Now, if you want to see what the page looks like before you actually turn it in, you can always click preview, which will show you on the page itself what it looks like. This one doesn't always work for me, so I find like the best one is usually to do this preview right here. It's a little box, it looks like a computer screen. Because that one usually seems to be the most consistent one. If you can tell with this one, it seems to struggle loading sometimes. It doesn't always pull up. So you can click on this, it'll pull up a page, and as it pulls up, there are different, it looks exactly how you want it to look on the page. You can see, okay, I like this, I don't like this. I don't know why it has this gray part here, but that's what's been doing. Some of the things within here you cannot control because it's built into the component and into the actual website building program itself. And so you just have to work with what you're given and call it good. One thing that's nice is you can come over here and you can change what you want. So right now it's on desktop. That's when I usually keep it on. But you can change it to generic mobile device and iPhone. So generic mobile device, this is how our web pages would look on that device. It'll look like this. So fun, so cool. And that's basically that. Now with the components, I find like the easiest way to actually learn how to use this is to play with it. So that's why we have here the sandbox. This is for August, my trainee, so that way he can learn how to do it. And so he's making a page about how to build Swing. So right now it's on preview. I want to come over here to design. So I can actually see how to design it. And so when I come over here to design, I can now drag and drop anything I really want to. So we're going to start with something pretty simple, so we can just get an idea of how it works. We'll start with open paragraph. This is kind of our body. So we're going to just take that, drop it to the top, and go. You can either use existing content if you've made a component before, or add new content if you are brand new making this. Most of the time you will add new content. When you're using existing ones, that will come over here where it says components. There are a bunch of ones over here that we use and that you can easily access if you need to. So we're going to go add new content. And I just want to show you what this looks like so you get an idea. So it has different places. If it has a store next to it, it has to be filled out. So open paragraph, we're going to go, this is where I would type. So we're going to go typing. Oh, look, it's so beautiful. Lovely. Love it. It's fabulous. Sometimes you can put in an icon if you want like an image there and just etc. Usually you have to do anything down here. This is if you want to add more than one, but most of the time you can't do that anyway. Just apply changes and you'll see it and it will come up and voila, you now have your component and it's working. Now, if you want to edit that component again, you have to come click on it, and I don't really like this, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to trash it and always remove map films. And then now that I've done changes to it, I usually have to click save. And so make sure that when you do those changes, you click save so I know what's going on. Now and so that's the basic idea. The main thing is play with it. If you have questions, talk to your trainer, talk to Brother Wise. It's one of those that you will, when you start working on this, it will take time. Usually you have to update the website once a year to fix links, things like that. And so if I want to edit a component itself, I just click on edit. I come here and I can now edit it. And I'm done. So I'm just going to go check mark because I don't want to do anything to it. And yeah, that's how you use Ingeniux and the website.